Hello, and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the Libra love reading for April 2021. How are you doing, my lovely Libras? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, you're very welcome indeed. So this is going to be a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with every Libra out there, but it is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Cross watchers, you're also very welcome, but please bear in mind that it might not be your Libra that I'm talking about. And so if the messages don't sound like they're fitting well with your story, just it might not be your reading today. And what else? Now, I am saying that this is my April 2021 reading, mainly so that you know when I've recorded it in sequence with my other readings. But I'm really just setting this for in the near future for when you see it, because I do put up my readings throughout the month. So it's just going to be for potentially what you're going through now when you're watching it, and what could be happening for you in the next few weeks or the next month from when you see it. So let's get into it, Libra. I'm going to get some general messages for you first, and then we'll go into a full spread. So if my lovely Libra is in love, please, get some messages. Oh, hold on. I think it was just me dropping those, so let's check. For Libra, please, get some messages for Libra. For Libras in love, what messages? There we go. Okay, we get a couple more, please, for Libra. For Libra, please. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe a couple more. Lovely. And one more. Okay, interesting. So, first card out was the World. So there's quite a few major arcana I can see already. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This was next. Oh, wow. Another major arcana, Temperance, the Devil, and Justice. So 4 major arcana out of the 5 cards that came out, Libra. So this is some serious business. When that tells me that what is going on here, for one thing, it might be kind of being... Sometimes it can be out of your hands when it's major arcana, and things that are occurring that is just due to fate, destiny, that kind of thing. Obviously, everyone's fate is to a degree in your own hand, but what I mean by that, it's not just you know, the daily bits and bobs of human life. It's kind of major stuff playing out for you. So in terms of energies, we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, and your card Libra, of course. Finally, we've also got more Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I mean, the World talks about the end of some sort of chapter. It could be some sort of achievement, either something coming to fruition or potentially gaining some sort of closure on a situation. Can be choosing to go into your next chapter of life, maybe closing out some sort of chapter with someone or a situation. But yes, it's kind of that portal into the next part of your life. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing, kind of committed partner kind of energy. She can also be like wife material, certainly. She can be like the mother of children in a relationship and that kind of thing. She's very much about her home, very loving, and abundant, and very successful in terms of money and career as well. Now, Temperance is definitely a card of finding your balance, not like a cliche, like a Libra balancing scales cliche, but like, I mean, your inner balance, finding some sort of calm, some sort of peace. So for a start here, I'm seeing that it may well be you here, Libra, embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy. You found some sort of serenity, maybe being able to allow what is for you to flow to you, what is not for you to, you know, to flow past you, kind of thing. That really, in a very mature but also like spiritual place as well, of calm and maybe even focusing on your success, making your home beautiful, this kind of thing. Now with the Devil, now this did come out and straight after followed the Justice card. But the Devil tells me that you could have been dealing with a toxic situation. Now that could have been what you have actually gained some sort of closure over. The Devil can speak about a codependent energy, certainly, or just, I mean, it's a whole load of different things. It can be some sort of temptation, maybe even someone or something that was keeping you or someone else that you care about very stuck. But the fact that the Justice card here is, I mean, obviously it talks about things that wrongs being made right, and also like a karmic rebalancing. As I was saying, I do feel like there's like a universe stepping in kind of element here with all this major arcana. So it might even be something that was actually taken out of your hands, but it's actually working out in your favor is kind of what I'm getting. Like maybe something came to an end where you hadn't previously wanted it to, but now you have found some sort of peaceful understanding about it, and you're actually receiving some sort of it's like positive karma that this that maybe this kind of devil or toxicity has actually been you closed that out of your life, and it's kind of like you did the right thing. I'm kind of getting it's a weird message. So at the bottom of the deck, interestingly, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, this can talk about, I almost get, again, I'm getting this link to the Queen of Pentacles here, kind of like, obviously the earthy energy, but maybe thinking about a new journey, maybe, or someone considering approaching you. Now, I've actually hadn't noticed this before with this Knight of Pentacles. There's obviously the traditional thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that it can be very slow in coming forward with some sort of offer, but he's actually holding his arrows and bow, but they're not. It hasn't actually kind of strung the bow with the arrow, if that makes sense. I don't think strung is the right word, but he hasn't prepared it to actually fire it. He is thinking about maybe communicating with someone, thinking about setting off on a new course. Maybe there is something new that you're thinking about at the moment. That could be a love connection, but you're still in a very hesitant and tentative is the word I'm getting, kind of mode, maybe because of something toxic you've experienced in the past. Now you're a little bit more careful about making next steps. It could, I mean, with the Temperance card also speaks about patience as well. So this could actually be that you're waiting for someone to make you an offer, and you're just finding like inner peace and patience about waiting for that. So let's get some clarification. Why is the World card here for Libra, please? Why is the World card here? Oh, my voice went weird, sorry. Why is the World card here for Libra? Why is the World card? Thank you. Oh, I knew it was going to be a 10. A 10 of Wands. Because yes, it is the end of a burdensome cycle. It may have been something that you put a lot of time and effort into. You invested a lot of hard work into, maybe even trying to make something work. And it has ended. There's been some sort of major ending, but I feel like you're actually, it's closing out a chapter in your life that is going to end up being for the greater good. Maybe I'm getting with this combination, the Devil and Justice card, maybe you were actually being treated poorly in that situation, and but you still wanted to work at it. Could have been a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles, like a committed relationship, but now it has ended, and you're actually finding maybe this kind of sense of inner peace, as I was saying, about letting it go. Let's see, why is the Queen of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Queen of Pentacles? Oh, flipped inside the deck. Interesting, we've got the Page of Swords. So now, for some of you, you might be, again, keeping your eye on someone. Everything I'm saying, reverse the roles as it resonates. That's absolutely fine. So either someone has their eye on you, Libra, and maybe is considering you as commitment material, or someone they could see having commitment with. This can also talk about, other than the kind of spying aspect, it can also talk about, as I was saying with that Knight of Pentacles, kind of looking at your next move, kind of looking out there, seeing what's out there is kind of what I'm getting, actually. the Queen of Pentacles is very secure in herself, even though she obviously is that kind of wife material queen of the tarot. She's does very well by herself as well. She nurtures her own success. So it's almost, you may be feeling more secure in yourself at the moment, and actually be just looking out there, maybe even keeping your options open. Just this is an energy of research and kind of curiosity is what I'm getting. Maybe curious about what is out there now. So let's see, I don't know why I'm moving them like that. Why is the Temperance card here for Libra, please? Why is the Temperance card here for Libra? Thank you. Interesting. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is, as I was saying, a little bit guarded, a little bit in protective mode. Maybe not wanting to necessarily be too vulnerable with anyone right now. That's why I'm getting the sense that you may have just recently come out of a relationship or some sort of toxic connection, even karmic connection I'm kind of getting, that has kind of left you maybe more hesitant about a new connection. But let's see, why is this? Or it could be that you're having to be very patient, because you're actually maybe connecting with someone who is in this guarded, protective mode. Anything else, please, for that Temperance card? Okay. Interesting. So we have the Queen of Swords. So that's your energy, Libra. It can also be Aquarius and Gemini. It's air. But I feel like this is definitely speaking about the fact that, because it's also come out with the Ten of Cups. So look, this is kind of what I was saying. This is, you are in a state of, you do want happiness. You do want, obviously, to find love and happiness again in your life. But this Queen of Swords is someone who has been through the ringer. She has endured betrayal, being hurt, being even really taken advantage of. And I mean that like in her previous kind of kindness, maybe her when she was vulnerable. Do you see what I mean? It's like now she has learnt from tough experiences in love to have strong boundaries, to guard her heart very much, maybe even be a little bit what's the word, like blunt with her communication sometimes, because she was more open potentially, and like all of us are, we have that youthful innocence kind of thing, and she's been burnt as a result. So I feel like, yes, with the Ten of Cups, you do want happiness, you do want love, but you're not rushing anything right now. You're in this very like going with the flow, wanting very much to balance internally when it comes to emotions as well. Maybe even find your balance first before you really can consider this, even believe it. I'm getting with the Ten of Cups with someone new. So yeah, why is the Devil here, please, for Libra? Why is the Devil here? Thank you. Interesting. So we have the Six of Cups, which is a very sweet, beautiful energy, in fact. But it can speak about someone trying to return into your life. It can talk about like an ex energy, certainly. I mean, it can be like a soulmate from previous lives and that kind of thing. It can speak about that. But the fact that it's clarifying the Devil, I almost feel like someone might be coming in or trying to make some sort of sweet offer to you, but and tempt you. But it's kind of a situation where you've already freed yourself from feeling stuck. Let me get another one, because the Six of Cups is so lovely in general. It is a very sentimental energy as well, so maybe someone is trying to get you to be wrapped up in their nonsense again, if you like, by oh, but do you remember when we did this and it was so nice, and like trying to get you to reminisce with them. Let me get another one. Why is the Devil and the Six of Cups here, please? Why the Devil and the Six of Cups? This could also be talking about, I mean, this Ten of Cups speaks about, in this card, speaks about a reunion of a family. And I mean, like, the family that you create with someone else, with a partner, not the family you're born into, but it's like two families coming back together, a reunion in this card, this version of Ten of Cups. So for some of you, and Temperance can talk about reconciliation, so for some of you, maybe somebody is wanting to reconcile with you, but in which case you are extremely guarded, because as far as you're concerned, this came to a very burdensome ending already. That could be why there's, you feel like there's an element of justice, of karma, of someone now is missing you, who was so toxic in your life before. Can you give me another one, please, for the Devil and the Six of Cups for Libra? The Devil and the Six of Cups for Libra. Can you give me one? Thank you so much. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so either with this person trying to come back in, you are ignoring them, leaving them out in the cold from your heart, essentially, or this is what they did to you. They may have suddenly ghosted you. For some of you, suddenly broke off, putting work and effort into this, or in terms of investing into the connection. They may have suddenly withdrawn and left you feeling very lonely, very hurt. And now, obviously, they are trying to come back in, but I don't feel like you necessarily trust this. You may also be wanting to find out more information about them, see if there's something hidden. Let's see, why is the Justice card here, please, for Libra? Oh, that was fast. The Six of Pentacles, that's so funny, because I was just talking about the Five of Pentacles and how there was someone stopped investing into it. And look, the Justice is here. The karma, the justice of what wasn't right before was that someone, I feel like, suddenly stopped investing and left you out in the cold. Really hurt you, really let you down, made you feel betrayed. The Justice is here because the karma is kind of for you, because now they want to invest again. They want to put equal investment into it. They're hoping that you will as well. They're hoping they can tempt you into doing so, by coming back into your life with some sort of sweet gesture. But I was looking at this card earlier, and I noticed how the woman is, this Sixth Pentacle is held by this particular, they're all bugs, but this particular bug is holding the sixth one. But it's like she's uncovering him, like he's been in hiding, like she's like opening the pot, and here he is. Oh, and he wants to give to the other Five Pentacles that were here, obviously. So it's kind of like, oh, hey, here I am again. Oh, and now I want to give to it again. I feel like this person may have suddenly disappeared or suddenly stopped, and they're coming back just as suddenly, and almost like nothing happened. Like, oh yeah, they're coming in with like this sweet Six of Cups energy, but kind of like, oh yeah, now I'm going to give to it again. But as much as, and with that kind of development of the story, as much as you may have seen this person as your happy ever after, you're the one you wanted, you're now far more guarded with your heart, and maybe even focused more on your own stability, and really trying to not let them knock you off balance. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So there is going to be on the table here, Libra, an opportunity for a new beginning in love. This can absolutely also be a renewal of a connection. And the world, I feel like someone might be saying or wanting to essentially leave what happened before in the past and start a whole new chapter with you. We've got two tens, and now we have the ace. So it's kind of like, I feel like that's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to tempt you into giving them another chance. So that is what I've got for the starting messages. I'm going to go into the spread, and we'll get far more information for you. So in the spread itself, I'm going to be asking 12 questions about you and the person that you have on your mind whilst watching the video. And of course, if this is resonating for you, or if you're just enjoying it, then please do leave me a comment and let me know. Do subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing. And hit me a like. I'm going to be doing a bonus love reading for whichever sign gets the most likes this month. So definitely hit like for me, I really appreciate it. So let me get the top 12 cards for Libra, please. Let's get the spread for Libra in love. Libra and the person on their mind. Oh, one more. For Libra, please. Okay. Oh, there's that 10 of Wands. Boom, straight away. Okay. Wow. Yep, more major arcana, of course. Oh my goodness. That's interesting where that's placed. Okay. There's the Queen of Pentacles again. The World again. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 aces and yeah. Oh, 3 aces. Oh my goodness. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. It's a card of Scorpio. So this is a major transformation. I mean, it is, the Death card speaks about change. It also is like the end of one situation, but with every ending is a new beginning. But this particular Death card, it is, I'm almost getting the sense of inevitability. So what I mean by that is that you may have, even though you were trying really hard, maybe you felt like inevitably this situation with this person was going to come to an end, maybe because you were picking up on the fact that they weren't equally giving to it from the get-go. It's not going to be for all of you, but otherwise it is talking about a major change in your life. And as I was saying, with all that major arcana we saw at the beginning, and I've got 3 aces and a 10 and the World on the spread. I mean, for me, this is huge shift from the end of one time or chapter in your life, and it's the beginning of a whole nother one by the looks of it. So, oh my goodness, cannot make this up. So behind that is the Fool, which yes, it's an end to one situation, it's a new beginning, it's a new journey, it's taking that leap into the unknown. It is, yeah, can be taking a risk. Maybe this person wants you to take a risk on them, or this could be you deciding whether to give them another chance or to go off in another path. But yes, it is a new beginning. But okay, well, the 10 of Swords behind that, so I can't, I don't know what to say. It's just like, yes, major ending. You may have felt completely betrayed by this person, and you may feel like it's over and done at this point. And this is about one situation, or how can I put this? The what's the word? Sorry, my dog's fussing and it's really throwing me off. The way that things were happening between the two of you, if I can get my brain to work, the energy between the two of you, the way the connection was working, that or not working, as the case may be, that is over, and there is a new start here. So big change. At the bottom of the deck, we have this King of Wands. So that is the dynamic. Thank you, brain, finally. Sorry, it's like in very low gear at the moment. So yeah, it may be the dynamic of how things were between the two of you changing as well, but let's see. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be who you were connecting with. We've also got the King of Cups on the spread as well. So this could be someone new. Some of you might have a decision between someone from the past and someone new. But the King of Wands really goes after what he wants. He's very passionate, charismatic, attractive, a very action-orientated king as well. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. Again, this is a message. It could be one that you're receiving from someone and looking at it and considering whether to take it, or it could be someone just saying that they're thinking about reaching out and messaging you. Oh, interesting. Now we've got the Page of Swords as well. So as I said, we had that Page of Swords at the beginning. This could be someone who you've caught their attention. They are keeping an eye on you. But interestingly, this Page of Swords for me is always good to note the fact that she's actually looking away from the sword. So the sword is pointing up, so that is communication, that's actually reaching out, but she's avoiding looking at it, avoiding thinking, trying not to message is basically what I'm getting. Now, it could be that, as I said, you're receiving communication from someone and you're really trying hard not to open it, to look at it, to even consider it. Or it could be someone else entirely new who's thinking about reaching out to you but is hesitant, feels like maybe they need more information, and avoiding actually reaching out and messaging you. So let me get your next layer and then we'll go through everything. So can we clarify please for Libra with the top 12 cards? Clarify what is already laid out. I'm just going to give these a fairly good shuffle because I used them at the beginning. So for my Libras in love, please. Oh, hello. The Seven of Pentacles, interesting. That particular one talks about deciding whether to continue investing in something, funnily enough, or to call it a day. I feel that that is going to be the running message throughout your reading, Libra, but let's carry on. So, let me clarify with the top 12 cards, please. For Libra, please. Okay. Oh, wow. Me. Wow, oh, there's the world again. Interesting. Yeah. Oh. The Ten of Cups again. Okay, that's good. I like that. And the Six of Pentacles again. Okay. Right, bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. It's already on the spread as well. So, yeah, this is definitely a soulmate. That is a very strong connection, head and heart. I mean, this is someone you're really, really tied to. I mean, you don't put in all that effort that I saw at the beginning and have all those major arcana coming out with someone, I don't think, who, is not necessarily this Two of Cups kind of bond. This is someone that you really feel the two of you are on the same page in many things. And yeah, you're like a match for each other. We've got the Five of Wands behind that. So there could have been fighting, arguing, possibly in the connection. When you were together, there may have been a lot of arguments. This can be kind of egoic, getting into each other's like pride and ego, and as a result being quite petty with each other, even battling with each other. It can also talk about other people getting in the mix, so maybe family, friends putting their oar in. It's just quite a contrast. It's like there was this beautiful connection, or still is, between the two of you, but I feel like maybe other people did get involved, and that caused the two of you to be separated. Even so, behind that we have the Eight of Swords, which is talking about being stuck in a world of overthinking, in mentally torturing ourselves by going back and forth, but feeling like as well that maybe so much has happened that there's no way to go forward now, that it's kind of inaction via overthinking, basically. That could be you or your person in that mode. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Strength card, and I do feel like the fact that you have come to this point of letting something go has taken a lot of inner strength, as I said, to find that balance and even acceptance about something. It took a lot, and like the Strength card, the Strength card can talk about pride as well, to be fair. So with that Five of Wands, it could have been that it could be that someone actually feels like there is still a very strong connection between the two of you, but they are stuck, and it could be their pride getting in the way, meaning that they have that Five of Wands could certainly be in a conflict that they are trying to overcome, but at the same time pride might be getting in the way and keeping them stuck. So interesting, so that's Leo energy, by the way, and the Magician is making something happen. So that's it. It could be the fact that the Strength card is actually overcoming that inner conflict and having the strength to then be able to make something happen, to take action, to make someone's dreams a reality in a situation, and to have a victory with that Six of Wands. You see actually how the Five of Wands has progressed to the Six of Wands. So it's actually overcoming whatever conflict. Now that could be conflict internally, or it could be with other people who are getting in the way, or as I said, putting their 2 cents in, this kind of thing. And it's like someone is stepping up and being strong to, I'm even getting like not silencing in like a weird way, but kind of being like, okay, enough. Like you are not going to dictate someone who is essentially, you know, or not dictate, but kind of, how can I put this, influence this so much that I lose someone who's very dear to me. It's kind of like having the strength to put a stop to that, put a stop to any, I'm getting like people bad-mouthing someone, or it's kind of like standing up for the one that you believe in, making something happen, and there is victory, and also having your value recognized as a result of maybe someone doing this. So let's go through, just give me 1 second. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So how you feel about your person, Libra. So this is exactly kind of what I was saying. We've got the 10 of Wands, which is essentially that 10 of Wands that we saw right at the start with the World card. So you may feel like this has come to a burdensome ending. You may feel like it actually turned into a burden that you were it was weighing you down, that you may feel like with this Judgment card, either you've made the decision to actually drop this, as I said, like let it go, you know, stop trying to make something work that doesn't feel like it's going to. The Judgment is a major decision. It's like you have reached a point where it's like, I've got to call this one way or another. Either it's going to, we need a new start, or they need to step up, etc., or it's done. But no like in between anymore. The Judgment card can also talk about things being resurrected, certainly, but I don't feel like I'm not getting that so much here. It's more like you feel like you may need to drop this, or you already have, because it would have just become a burden, this connection. So how they feel about you, it's an interesting combination. We've got the Hermit and the Star, so Virgo and Aquarius energy. But it's interesting because what does the Hermit search? Search the dark caverns of their soul with. The Lantern, which inside of it is the Star. Sometimes it can be depicted in a way that he's actually kind of searching for the star. But for me, this is... the star is actually inside. The star is what is lighting up the darkness, and there is the star. So my point is that they may feel like you may help them understand themselves, or better than anyone else. You may understand them more than anyone else, and as a result I have been helping them see the way forward. But the Hermit is energy of soul searching and taking time alone, maybe even being in separation, isolation, searching for answers, certainly. And the Star is a very optimistic, hopeful energy of that things can get better, even when it seems over. It seems like maybe things are done, and it's like even in the darkest point, there is still hope that things can get better and improve. And heal as well. It can still be wish fulfillment, dreams can still be a reality, kind of like this optimism. So with the fact that they feel like this, it may be that they have done a lot of soul searching and looking for answers, and they feel that they're still feeling hopeful, like things can actually be healed, things can improve between the two of you. Now, how they're seeing you, I mean, yeah, we've got a Hierophant, which is card of Taurus, and the Nine of Cups. So if you are not already in like a commitment and you're possibly in separation, or you have been in a commitment which seems to have come to an end, I feel like that is, for some of you, it could be that you just was someone you wanted to be in a commitment with, and you were just really trying really hard, but as I said, there was that lack of reciprocity in terms of investment into the connection. Whatever the case, they see you here as higher level of commitment, either that they still believe that the two of you can make one work, or that is still the potential of the connection between the two of you. So they see you as that serious union kind of connection. And also the Nine of Cups, you are their happiness. This is more like the Star is like major arcana, wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is like minor arcana, wish fulfillment. But they see you as the one that makes them happy, that makes them laugh, that they see you as, they may even feel more relaxed, able to enjoy themselves, really... they see you as their kind of who they want to spend their evenings with, I'm getting the sense of being at home, relaxing, enjoying each other, that kind of thing. That's not kind of like, once in a while having a fling or that kind of thing, because it's combined with the Hierophant. So it's kind of like they see you as the one that they want to come home to every evening, basically. So what happened in the past? The Ace of Cups and the World. So this is interesting because the World, again, we've already seen this kind of energy at the start, is that new chapters, and the Ace of Cups is a brand new opportunity in love. So it could have been in the past there was this chance with this person. Maybe it even only recently started to get off the ground, or only recently maybe feelings were expressed, or there was this was new. This is not something that I don't feel has been going on for years for some of you. As I said, take what resonates. If I didn't say it already, take what resonates for you, because there's obviously a lot of people watching. So, and take, leave what doesn't. But this is telling me that this was like a new start in love, maybe even the start of feelings. So it was the start of a new chapter. It feels like it began and then it stalled. And that's why you're like, right, I need to call this about whether it kind of started so beautifully, and now you're feeling like it's just a burden that is just weighing you down. So something must have happened. Now the current mutual energy though, look at this, Libra, the King and the Knight of Cups. So this is the mutual energy, but it's interesting because this King of Cups, this is... Both of these, if I need to say it, talk about the fact that there is a lot of love, a lot of feelings, and this is mutual energy. So you both still have feelings for each other, in case you were wondering. The King of Cups, again, is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We already saw some Scorpio energy, but we've seen quite a few different signs. So it doesn't have to be a water sign you're dealing with, but it's telling me that there is a lot of love. So this Knight of Cups is someone whose feelings are just, they're kind of standing in their feelings, but this cup isn't actually being passed out, it's not being expressed. It's just like knowing that you are in love with someone, but it's kind of like a resigned energy of just not moving, not able to express it, not able to actually move this forward. I'm getting as well. Definitely having feelings for someone, but feeling like you can't actually move forward with it. So what do they wish would happen in the connection, Libra? Well, the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. So the Emperor is Aries energy. The Queen of Pentacles we already saw. So this is definitely Queen of Pentacles is kind of like, as I already described, wife material, committed partner energy, someone who will keep putting effort and investment into the connection. So I feel like for some of you, that is either what they want to do or what they're hoping you will do. But the Emperor, it's an interesting combination. The reason I say that is because ideally we would want either the King and Queen of Pentacles or the Emperor and the Empress, because those are the divine counterparts to each other. But this to me is kind of saying that they want this, whoever is resonating with the Queen, to continue working on this, to continue nurturing the other person, to, you know, giving a beautiful home, like maybe, you know, I don't know, if you are someone who might cook meals for the one you love and that kind of thing, and look after them, but they're in charge. The Emperor is the divine masculine. He is absolutely like the head of the household. Even in another setting of another reading, it's someone who likes to be in charge, likes things to be their way, and to be in control. So it's kind of like this person, what they want to happen in the connection is for you to have all this. Now, in some ways it could be for them to take charge, potentially. So let's look at it that way as well. I'll get the third layer before I say too much else. Now, what is the block or the challenge? Well, I mean, the Two of Cups is a beautiful energy, but bearing in mind I'm not taking reversals at the moment, so it could be if this is the block, it may well be that the two of you are not seeing eye to eye at this time, or you may not feel like you're on the same page as each other. Now, with the Five of Swords, I can understand why, because there is either no communication or there is serious communication issues. This Five of Swords also speaks about someone who wanted to win some sort of argument at all costs, and as a result said something maybe really brutal, really harsh, really upsetting the other person. That may have made one or both of you feel like you're actually not on the same page, maybe even in terms of, you know, you may have been questioning if their feelings for you are the same as your feelings for them, that kind of thing. Or if it's not that something was said, then it is that there is silence. And I did see that feeling of maybe someone suddenly stopped investing. So it could be that they took their sword of communication and just walked away. And that has caused a lot of upset, and that has, I mean, the connection is still there between the two of you, but you're not on the same page, or it doesn't feel like it at the moment. Now, what are the intentions of this person towards you, Libra? I mean, we've got the Hanged Man, so that's Pisces, and the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a beautiful commitment energy. It can talk about marriage, but otherwise it's certainly higher levels again of commitment, of union. We've already seen the Hierophant as well in terms of how they see you. So that makes sense to me about that this is also coming up in their intentions. But it's weird with the Hanged Man. It's kind of like there's still a delay. There's still a pause. It may just be saying that they still intend to actually have some sort of higher level of commitment with you, but they need more time to. They intend first to kind of keep this on pause, potentially whilst they are. I don't know, whilst they're processing something else. Maybe they're not ready with the Hanged Man. They still need to maybe gain further spiritual insight. I mean, they feel like the Hermit as well, so they may still feel like they have more learning to do. The Hanged Man can be someone who actually changes their perspective on things as well. So their intention might be to change their perspective on commitment. Maybe that was something that you guys unknowingly or knowingly weren't on the same page about before. You'll know, I guess. So it may be their intention is to actually gain some other ways of looking at things about committing or about marriage, if that's a block or something like that. I'm also getting, again, this sense of kind of family or the home. So maybe it is to see things from your side of things in terms of a marriage or commitment. It's good. I feel it's good for their intentions, but let's carry on. So what is it you need to know about their current situation? My goodness, we have the World and the Ten of Cups. Bearing in mind what happened in the past with the World and the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, it's more of the same energy. I mean, their current situation, the World is definitely closing out some sort of chapter themselves. ready to start a new one. It is a sense of, in itself, things coming to fruition. But the Ten of Cups is blissful happiness and family and love and this kind of thing. So for some of them, maybe they are closing out some sort of cycle so that they can actually have what they really want and who they really want. But again, let me get some more information on that for you. Now, the action they're going to take towards you next, Libra, we've got the Knight of Swords and that Justice card again, your energy. So I feel like this person's going to come in out of the blue and to communicate, to make things right. I mean, both of these cards, the sword pointing up, which tells me there's message, there's communication. This could be, as I was saying at the way back or ages ago, you see this, it was kind of like knowing that someone needs to message or get in touch, but avoiding speaking to someone else for whatever reason. So I feel like they are actually going to communicate. As I said, it may feel like it's out of the blue. I do get the sense there's so many tens and world coming up like 3 times already. I do get the sense that maybe they feel like you are reaching a point of being done with this, and as a result they are actually, it's kind of like a catalyst, they are closing out some sort of chapter in their life which was stopping them from going after what they really wanted. I mean, bearing in mind this King and Knight of Cups and the mutual energy, so there's certainly feelings. I want to dive in and find out what happened with that new beginning in the past. But anyway, so the action they're going to take towards you is to get in touch, it's to speak some sort of truth, and it's to make things right with you, essentially. Now, your advice, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords. So I feel like the advice, I mean, there's going to be an opportunity for a new beginning with this person. There is going to be action, there's passion, action being taken. With the Ace of Wands, this is something certainly tangible. It's not necessarily stable with the Wands, but it's something actually happening. And it's going to be this new beginning. I feel like you're going to have to make a choice, potentially, Libra. I feel like I'm always saying that to you in your readings. And it's going to be one that you're going to not necessarily want to make. But I feel like it may also be talking about something new that is going to present itself, and you're going to have to choose between whether to, as I said, that Judgment card, are you going to drop it with this person that has maybe feels like a burden at this point, or are you going, and you're going to choose the new person or the previous person? Is kind of what I'm getting in your advice, but let's get some more information. And what's going to be happening between, for you or between you, the two of you, in the near future, next few weeks, let's say. We've got the Ace of Swords, yet another ace, new beginning, certainly is all over this, and the Six of Pentacles. So as we saw at the beginning, when I said, why is that justice here? What are they going to do to make this right? It's to actually suddenly come in and with the truth that they actually do want to give to this situation. I don't know why they were not giving equally to you in the past. Maybe they had something in their life that they actually had to close out themselves before they were able to do that. Maybe they needed to gain a different perspective on commitment. Who knows? Well, you'll know, but I'll try and get some more information in a sec. But the truth of the matter is going to come out in the near future, that they do actually want to give to this and invest in it with you. And so yeah, that's looking pretty good for what's going to be happening for you. But let me get the third layer now, and I'll go through everything one more time. Let me clarify for Libra, please, one more time with the top 12 cards. The top 12 cards for Libra. Oh. for Libra, please, with the top 12 cards, and clarify one more time what is already laid out for Libra. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Interesting. Oh my, what? Oh yeah, oh guys. That's interesting. Oh, they don't feel ready. Honestly. Whoever's dealing with someone embodying this Emperor Divine Masculine, wow, my God, they're going through something massive. They do not feel ready, but they're going through a massive transformation themselves. There is a lot of major arcana coming out here. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Wow, now we have the Emperor and the Empress. They're not on top of each other, but they are on the same layer of this spread. So, wow. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords again. It might not necessarily be between you and between this previous person and a new person, Libra. It could just be making a decision on whether to give this person another chance or to basically drop it or completely or to keep investing in it. I think that's the main story that's going on for you. But yes, we have the Two of Swords again, needing to make that decision. Now the Moon, yeah, this is this feeling of, I get the sense of you're questioning whether this was just a fantasy with this person, whether it was something that was like it was only, I'm hearing that, is it Nelly? It was only just a dream. Oh my goodness! Now, yes, I do have that song on my iTunes somewhere. But anyway, what I'm getting is that you asking like, was this even real, or did I just imagine it, or is it just something? It's like a fairy tale. It's a fantasy to actually make it work with this person. I think that you may feel like you may be dreaming about them. Certainly, because this Two of Swords is kind of like, it's an energy, or someone might be dreaming about you. It's an energy of avoiding a decision. But this Moon card speaks about dreams. So it's kind of that even when you're trying to avoid it, your subconscious is still deeply thinking about them. Okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's good to see. So this is change. I think that's very clear. There's going to be a big shift for you. This wheel also talks about the change from one season to the next. And if you're in the part of the world that we're just about to go into spring. I mean, obviously the other part of the world I'm guessing is just about to go into autumn, if I don't confuse myself. So there is a shift, there's a change in seasons, but there is a change in what's going on for you in love. Major change. I think that's pretty clear, but of what's happening for you. I mean, the wheel also speaks about things turning in your favor as well. Very positive card. Now we have the Four of Cups at the bottom. So this is kind of a sense of feeling maybe even apathetic, I'm getting, or kind of tired and of what has been happening so far, and now just almost rather not give to a situation anymore. Just focus on the little things in your life, maybe the day-to-day things, maybe focus on things in your home, even like distract yourself with other hobbies and that kind of thing, rather than think about this anymore. It's kind of like feeling a bit dejected and apathetic about love at this point. Oh my goodness. And right behind that we have the Lovers, obviously Gemini energy, but yeah, this is talking about love and romance and a strong connection, romantic connection between you and someone else. I feel like there was clearly a very strong love connection between the two of you, but it's just left you feeling dejected right now. Or I mean, I think it's obviously things are about to change, but you're wondering potentially if this is just one of those missed opportunity kind of things, maybe, or that you maybe even feel rejected by this other person. Interesting. We've got the Queen of Wands now. So more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this Queen of Wands is essentially just someone owning their power, like feeling self-confident and also having pride in herself and really having a lot of self-respect as well, and feeling strong. I feel like it's a sense of, I mean, the other thing, obviously, apart from those qualities of the Queen of Wands, the Lovers can talk about a choice. So, and I've got the Two of Swords sat here right next to me. So you could have been dealing with someone who, I don't really see any other suggestion of third party or anything like that, but maybe for some of you, someone had to make a choice, and potentially, I don't really get that. I just had to say it because the Lovers and the Queen of Wands next to it. Maybe for some of you, this person, and with the Four of Cups, may have been investing their attention or time or effort into something where they're actually kind of ending that now. But that may have been part of the reason why you were left feeling like they weren't investing into you, or all of a sudden stopped because they started giving to something else. But that's changing or ending, let's put it that way. So that's not going to be for all of you, so just for those that it resonates with. So how do you feel about them is clarified by the Three of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you may have been waiting to possibly either waiting to hear from this person or waiting for them to actually invest into it as much as you have been trying to, or even, and if it's not that, and that has obviously become a burden, because this card speaks very much in this deck is all about waiting. But in a traditional Three of Wands sense, it is also looking to the future and seeing what is out there. And as a result, it may be that you feel like you need to make a decision at this point about whether you see this person in your future and whether they can give you what you want, or if you're really holding on to something. You see how this person, the Ten of Wands, is literally strapped this burden to her back, or his back, I'm not sure, and is holding on to it. You may be like, it's the time. You're looking out to the future and being like, is this the time I need to let this go? Now, how they feel about you, Libra, is clarified by the Knight of Swords. So they feel, again, we've already had the Knight of Swords and the action they're going to take towards you next. So they do feel that they may feel like they've found some sort of answers, to be fair, or they found that they still want things to get better or to heal, and they feel like they need to communicate, they need to speak to you, or they may feel like they're still trying to get a second perspective, I'm getting, or look at things from a different angle. Because this Knight of Swords, we see how the sword is actually split down the middle. It's each side of the blade is representing a different way of thinking about something. So they may feel like they've actually are now looking at this in a different way. Maybe they've changed their mind. They may feel like they've changed their mind, and they may feel like you're actually what they were searching for all along. Now, how they see you is clarified by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a decision. It's a choice in which direction to go, but also where does your heart lie? Now, they may see that you're at a distance from them for some of you, or that there may be travel involved. I mean, we've seen the world so many times as well. But otherwise, if it's not about distance, I do feel like they see that they need to make a choice, and they need to choose to go in the direction of where their heart is, and that would be towards you. Now, what happened in the past is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles card is talking about a marriage. It's literally depicting a wedding. And so for some of you, you could have been married to this person, or might still be. I mean, again, we have an Ace and a 10 in the world. This is all about chapters. So it may have been that someone ended a marriage and to start a new love connection, or not to start, but then started a new start in love. All right, let me get some more clarification. Don't want to make this too long, but what happened in the past between you and this person, Libra? Let me clarify. Okay, so we've got the Fool leaping towards a new beginning. We've got the Star. This was like, may have felt like a wish come true. I mean, I would normally say that it was like this was a beautiful new beginning that felt like it could lead again to marriage, to the long term. But the fact that the world is sitting in between that, that's kind of like telling me that there was not only something ended, is kind of what I'm getting, or I don't know. Let me get my brain. Get anything else, please, to clarify what happened in the past between Libra and their person. Thank you. Well, the King of Swords, so that is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh my God, you were married. Well, for some of you, I mean, I have to tell you, we've got the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. But and I already said, the Queen of Wands, God love her, she can also mean another woman, another party, the other woman. So, and I did already just see her at the bottom of that deck, and I was getting this message of potentially you needing to make a choice. But I mean, my goodness, guys, this just came out. I just was shuffling the deck as always, the King and Queen of Swords. This is your energy, and this is the divine counterpart. Maybe at the end of the day, what happened in the past, there was a beautiful new beginning in love together. It took you into a whole new chapter of your life, because you ended up, this to me is like, we've got a card of marriage, and then we've got the King, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, I feel like you married this person. But if it's not that, it's just that you basically started a full-on, life-changing, long-term commitment that felt like it was the one that you were going to marry. It was a joyful leap of faith into something new together that felt like a wish come true. I mean, what a combination to come out. So that is what happened in the past. There was, if you didn't actually marry, then it was like, that is where this is headed. Now, the current mutual energy is clarified by the Three of Swords. So for all this love, this is what I'm saying. This is love, but like resigned. Like, yes, I love this person, but I can't express it anymore. I can't move forward. The King of Cups has a huge amount of love for their person, doesn't necessarily express it. There's the two of you love each other, right? This is the current mutual energy, no joke. You love each other, but you are also both in heartbreak about the situation with the Three of Swords. Obviously, the Three of Swords can also talk about third-party situation. Maybe some of you that is an element, but not for all of you. It's just also anguish, essentially. Now, what this person is hoping will happen in the connection, Libra, is clarified by the Hanged Woman, just like with the Hanged Man. So it may be, again, that they might want you to see things from their perspective as well. I do get the sense there's a running theme of maybe wanting to also that they still need more time, because as I said, they do feel like the hermit still. It's like the time out, if you're having one, has genuinely helped them to realize, to gain some sort of, to see things from a different way, to change their mind, to get better understanding, I want to say, and to find some answers within themselves about the fact that you are where their heart lies. But what it's telling me in terms of what they want to happen in the connection is, yes, maybe they just do want to take charge, but it's when they're ready. Now, this is very poignant that I say that, because what is the block of the challenge? We have the Emperor, but look at the difference in the Emperors between what they want to happen and what is the block. See how confident this one is? He's like standing strong, reliable. He's someone that his queen can rely on, certainly. And then the difference with this one is that he's sat on the floor. He doesn't feel ready. He doesn't feel good enough. He still has learning to do. His throne is all cracked and chipped. He doesn't feel worthy to wear his crown. So this person, the block is, and maybe why they're not speaking with you right now, is that they still have feelings for you as you do them, but they don't feel strong enough or ready in some way to actually step up. And what they want is to do that. But when maybe they're stronger in body and mind as well, it could be that maybe they are having issues in one of those areas. Now, what their intentions is clarified by the Page of Swords. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of seeing things from your perspective in regards to, clearly, for some of you, your marriage, your relationship. It is kind of looking at things from a different angle. Page of Swords is very much that as well. That is researching, finding out information, finding answers, learning. It's a card of learning, and this Hanged Man is a card of seeing things differently and learning as a result, like learning what other ways of thinking are out there. So that is their intention. It's like they want to maybe even learn how to be a better partner, and how to make this work, mean that you can have this beautiful celebration together again. Now, what you need to know about their current situation is clarified by the Death card. Now, I said that they were closing out some sort of chapter in their life, and that doesn't have to be a person or a job. It could be a chapter where the way they thought as well, or their ideas about something, that's coming to a close, and it could revolve around family, their happiness, the long term, massive transformation. This person is stepping through a gateway in their life to enter into a whole new one. This is huge. I mean, as I said, the world, the tens, the aces, this is a major transformation that this person is going through. Again, more Scorpio energy as well. Oh yeah, of course, we already had the Death card there. Now, the action they're going to take towards you next is clarified by the High Priestess. So the High Priestess normally, I would say, is mute. So I was saying how this person is going to communicate with you to make things right. But I feel like it's still that. But the point is that they are going to take everything that they have learnt. And they are clearly really going inside, doing a lot of internal reflection, soul searching, finding out information, trying to find answers, maybe even trying to find out what they want. Because with that Two of Wands and how they see you, they know they need to make some sort of choice in their life of where they're going next, maybe. But yes, they are coming towards you to make things right, but also it's because of what they've learnt. It may be based on, they are listening to their intuition now as well. And maybe if it's not spirit, they might not call it spiritual understanding, but it's a deeper understanding within themselves, maybe even understanding why they do what they do, like why they have, toxic traits or have behaved in a toxic way in the past. It's like taking all that knowing and making things right with you. I'm glad to see, to be honest, what we've seen here. There's no devil coming through, which has been in both Aquarius and Gemini's reading. The devil was quite strong in terms of what was the block, or what the person wanted. And now, although we did see them at the beginning, I feel like it's because of you've been going through a toxic time with this person in one way or another. So your advice is clarified by the Six of Swords. So this Six of Swords is moving forward, definitely, and they see how there's two people in the boat moving forward together, but also one person, very interesting considering what I've said so far, is throwing away their sword, and that is how they used to think, what they used to believe, or what they were very stuck on, is throwing that into the water so that the woman in the back can change course for them both, take them in a new direction. So it's kind of letting go of what you previously believed and moving on to calmer waters together as a result. So I do feel like this Two of Swords, that this is your main advice here, is to not avoid it. I don't feel like, to be fair, I don't think it's turned out to be a decision between a new person and a previous person. I think this is all about a serious commitment for whoever this is resonating with, that the decision is going to be yours about whether to have a new beginning with this person, whether you want to try again and move forward. But this Two of Swords is actually, you need to make that decision from your gut. Certainly, no one else can make that decision for you. But also, I would say in terms of this advice is to not ignore it, to not block this, because there is real potential here. And also this really is telling me everything I've said about them seeing things, taking the time to look at things from a different angle, to see your perspective, to learn more. This is tying in beautifully with here. It was like throwing away their previous perceptions or perceptions about something, maybe even marriage, maybe even commitment, letting that go. And there is the opportunity here for you to move forward together. So don't just block it and avoid dealing with it. Is kind of my advice, or the advice from the cards, sorry. Now, what is going to be happening between the two of you in the near future? Beautiful. We have the Empress. So this is a card of love, abundance. In terms of, if this was coming up in someone's intentions as well, it's telling me that actually someone wants to work on things. So the fact that it's coming up here and what's going to be happening between the two of you. She's also obviously the divine feminine, the mother of the tarot. Obviously we have the Emperor already. So yes, there is going to be progress here. I feel like there's going to be an honest conversation between the two of you. There's going to be conversation full stop. There's going to be some truths spoken, maybe about the equal investment that is needed, and that you need that other person to provide. Because also, interestingly, the last thing I'm going to say in this deck is that they actually reverse the numbers of the Emperor and the Empress in this particular deck. So the Emperor is number 3 and the Empress is number 4. But again, you see how the Emperor is actually quite, he needs to learn. He doesn't feel completely worthy or ready. And in this deck, the Empress is, if anything, the warrior. She's the strong one. She's the guiding force for the family or the relationship. It's a very strong matriarchal almost feel, not in like an overpowering or overbearing way, but I do feel like it's kind of saying that there's going to be an honest conversation, and the kind of feminine is going to be strong enough to help guide their counterpart forward, and there will be equal investment, there will be honest conversation, there will be progress, and yeah, really beautiful. That's what I've got for you. So it's just funny because I'm talking way too long, but it's, as I said, it was that I kind of felt like they feel like you are the one to guide them out of their darkness. And funnily enough, this is the Empress who's the leader, who is going to lead their Emperor out of the shadows. So that is what I've got for you, Libra. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much if you're still watching. I'm sorry these videos are getting so long. I need to maybe shorten them in the future. But thank you for all your support. Please do leave me a comment if it resonated or you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, and as I said, we'll do a bonus love reading for whichever sign gets the most likes. Do subscribe. It'd be fantastic. It means so much to me. And I'll speak to you soon. Have an amazing April. Thanks, Libra. Bye.